What's going on YouTube? You know who it is. It's Wes representing Demigod Fitness with the O logo t-shirt. But bringing you a question of the week video. I'm gonna start doing a question of the week. I like to start doing these vlogs a little bit more often, throwing them on the website also, demigodfit.com. So, and the way I'm coming up with these questions is by how many questions I get personally, and I usually get this question every day. I'm not even exaggerating, and it's, of course, everybody already knows what it's probably about, and it's it's carbs. Should I drop carbs? Should I raise my carbs? Should I just go keto, paleo, one of those diets? And as soon as you come up to me and you ask me that, I'm gonna ask you right back, one, how many are you eating now? Then I'm going to look at you, see and gauge body fat and muscle mass. Those are my three main things I go by when it comes to carbs. First question, how many are you eating now? If you come to me and you tell me you're eating, say, 400 and you're 5'7" and you weigh 208, and you're 25% body fat, I'm gonna be like, dude, that's way too much. Your body fat's too high, and your muscle mass probably isn't enough to where your body would even know what to do with all those carbs. So it's probably using 75 to 80% of those and storing them as fat. Now you come to me and you're 5'10", and you weigh say 180, and you're pretty skinny, pretty lean, and you're like, hey man, I'm eating about 400 carbs. And I'm trying to grow, should I go up to 500 or 600? In that situation, I would tell you maybe to bump them up 50, but I would mostly tell you to bump up first, either your protein if it wasn't already maxed out, and I always tell people to bump their fats up. I'm a huge advocate of fats, healthy fats. But yeah, someone who would be like your, your ectomorph, they'd be more likely to want to get up to those high numbers. And there are several people I know that get up to that 500, 600 carb range and barely and gain slow. And then there's some people I know that can eat 100 carbs and put on a pound real quick. So everything's dependent on how your body looks and how your body is genetically to act towards carbs. And the second thing I said by is your body fat. If you're easily over 20% body fat, in my opinion, you're not going to need too many carbs. It's my cotton back Killergram over here. You're not going to need too many carbs because, like I said, your body probably doesn't even know how to use them correctly. And what I mean by use them correctly is you're wanting carbs as glycogen, muscle glycogen. You're wanting your muscles to be full, and you're wanting everything. You want good energy for your workouts. And you're wanting to grow or you're wanting to lose weight. So if your body doesn't know how to use, put carbs into the muscles, what's it going to do? It's going to store it for energy outside of the muscle. It'll store it as fat. So that's why I feel like your body fat needs to be somewhat decently 20 and lower before it even has a chance to know what it needs to do. And then your training also goes in on top of that. If you're not training correctly, then your body's not going to know to put the glycogen in the muscles because you're not even telling your body to put the glycogen in the muscles. So see how there's subparts to everything, and everything is guess and test. Oh boy. But so if you're over 20%, I would always tell you might need to go ahead and start lowering them, and then take up your intensity, and then see how that works out for your intensity in the weight room. Now say you're on the lower end, say you're around 10%, 10 to 15% body fat, then yeah, and you're working out hard, your body knows how to use them. You could probably keep playing with it, keep going up carbs weekly, every 2 weeks, and seeing until you start putting on body fat, what's your number. Third thing I said, muscle mass. If you have no muscle mass, and I get this a lot with girls. I train a lot of bikini girls. A lot of girls will come up to me wanting to be bikini girls, and they'll have no muscle mass. And want to know, hey, I'm eating this many carbs, and it'll be like 200 and everything. I'm like, well, that's way too many. You have no muscle mass. Your body's not going to know what to do with that. You need to start off low, work out, tell your body what to do with the carbs, and then raise your carbs as you go. People always want to jump the gun. And then that's how always people, end up putting on these pounds of fat, and then they get discouraged and they quit. So that's what I answer everybody with whenever it comes to should I drop carbs, should I raise carbs. Now, about the diets, the paleos, the ketosis, it's very rare for me to put a person on a ketogenic type diet. And the only reason why that is because that's a very hard lifestyle. The paleo also very hard lifestyle. You really can't go out and eat somewhere with people and abide by those rules. I feel like everybody needs carbs. It's just what's your number. And everybody's different. Everybody's different. There's no set percentage. There's no 20, 40, 40. There's no whatever percentage you can come up with. Everybody's is different. That's why I hate, one size diet fits all. If you come to me, your diet will be, it's always custom. Everything's tailor made, and it should be because you're tailor made. There's no other yous out there, so no one should be able to tell you what to do, and you just take it to the bank. You're gonna have to try everything, and that's why people get in these situations with paleo, because they found somebody who it worked for, and they're like, oh, I can do that, and it ends up backfiring. So in this sport, people, you're gonna have to guess and test. You're gonna have to learn your body, and just roll with the punches. And that's it for this week. Question of the week: should I, mess around with my carbs? And that's usually how I'll base it off of you, by how you look, how much body fat you have, how much muscle mass you have, and how many you're already eating at that time whenever you talk to me. And that's about it. And we'll, go from there. So if you got any more questions, put them in the link in the comment section below. Hit me up on Instagram, demigodfit.com, and my email is demigodfit@gmail. So for any business inquiries or any just questions in general, hit me up. See y'all next week. Let's work.